Hey guys, welcome back. Today I'm going to lead you through a 30-minute stretch and tone workout. So today we are combining a little bit of stretching with some low intensity exercises for a nice slow burn. You don't need any equipment for this workout. Just make sure you can see your screen so you can follow along with me. And without further ado, let's get to it. All right guys, we're first gonna start off with some nice big hip circles, one leg at a time. Bring that knee into the chest. And as you do that, arms are doing a nice big circle. Nice work. We're taking a quick 15-second rest. Next up, you're gonna do a forward bend. So you're gonna pulse down here, 1, 2, and stretch it up. Try to keep that chest as close as you can to your thighs. Come down, and this time when you come up, sweeping those arms through into a chair pose. Down, stretch, down, sweep the arms up. If you want to make this a little bit more intense, you can hold those toes on a rise. Take me to your heart. I belong to you. Take me to your soul. Nice work. All right, next up, we're going to face one side. Your right leg is out in front of you. You're scooping down. You're gonna feel that stretch in the hamstring. Down, bring the toe to the knee, and then keep that balance and extend that leg backward. Bring it to center. Scoop to the knee and extend. So really try to control on that supporting leg. Keep the back leg nice and straight. Doesn't matter how high you get it, just keep it straight. Good work. All right, we are turning around. We're gonna do the other side. So as you're doing this scooping motion, you're hinging at the hips, sending that booty backwards so you really feel that stretch behind that leg. Good. All right, next up, you're coming into a lunge position like so. These toes are facing toward the wall and these toes are facing forward. You're coming down, knee right over top of those toes, and then coming up, pressing into this inner thigh. Really sit into the supporting heel. Good. Quick 15-second rest. We're gonna do the other leg. Here we go. Sit down, feel it in this heel, press through, and squeeze that inner thigh as you come up. Try to tuck the pelvis under or that booty under, so you're lengthening those hip flexors. Good. All right, next up we are heading to the ground. You're gonna start off in a plank position. You're going to bring one leg through, step it in between those hands, and reach, twist. Send that back leg backward. Keep that back leg nice and straight. Arm comes down, go through plank, other leg, twist. Make sure as you're coming through plank, the body's in a nice straight line. Good. All right, next up, we are going to be in a plank again. This time, you are going to send one leg back at a time. The goal is to keep both legs as straight as possible. Send the leg up, bring it into the chest. Your body's in a nice straight line. Switch legs, send it back. Bring it in and switch. So take as long as you need to really feel that stretch in the back of the supporting hamstring. Try to send that supporting leg heel straight down into the ground. Good. All right, next up, we are going to do a slow push-up. So you're gonna slowly lower yourself down and you're going to hover above the ground for a hot second before you drop. So, lower, hold, press through, stretch it out, and then press back. Roll through the spine, back up into plank again. Good work. All right, we're going to lay down on one side. You're going to kick one leg up to the side and then kick it to the front. So try to hold this upper body nice and still. Hold that core nice and tight. Just focus on moving this leg. Again, keep this working leg nice and straight. Doesn't matter how high you get it, just keep it straight. Good work. 15-second rest. We're going to the other leg. So legs are nice and straight. You're gonna feel that stretch in the hamstring as you do the side kick, and then you're gonna feel it in your core as you bring it to the front. Good work. All right, next up, you're gonna come into a side lunge. So you're gonna come all the way down. Doesn't matter if your knee's going over your toes here, you're just focusing on feeling that stretch in this inner thigh. You're gonna hold here for a few seconds, then find your balance. Lift your hands up, come through center and hold. 2, 3, 4, and then drop to the other side. Feel that stretch. Find your balance, lift your hands up, and hold. So we're really going to be feeling that in our inner thighs. Good. All right, lay down on your backs. I'm going to do this facing the back wall just so you guys can see what I'm doing. Arms are out directly beside you. Legs are slightly bent. You're going to drop from one side and your head is going to look in the opposite direction. So you're going to feel that twist in your back. Then you're going to press that lower back into the floor and bring the legs up. So we're feeling the stretch and then we're using our core to bring the body back to center. Good. Staying on our backs. This time we are working on the core again, but you're going to keep the legs straight, or if keeping the legs straight is too much, you can keep them bent. So we're just switching here. If you have more flexibility, you can bring those legs in. Nice work. All right, last exercise here for the first round. We're gonna do this all over again. But you're coming into a plank, holding nice and simple, just reaching one arm out at a time. Here we go. If reaching the arms out is too much, you're just going to hold plank. Good work, guys. That was round one. We're going to stand up and we're going to do that all over again. Starting off with those hip circles and arm circles. So something nice and slow to start off. Here we go, nice big circles. Even though this is nice and simple, I want you to focus on squeezing that back and keeping those arms nice and strong. Nice work. Next up is our forward bend to chair pose. So coming down, keeping that chest as close as you can to those thighs, stretch it up. Then coming down, again, option to have the heels popped or keep them down, up into chair pose. Good. Next up is that scoop, feeling the stretch in that hamstring. Coming through to center, knee to toe, and then coming into a nice flat position, extending that leg backward. Good work. All right, taking a quick 15-second rest. Going to do the other side. Here we go, stick those hips back, send the booty backward, keep that back nice and straight. Try to focus on your balance, focus on that supporting leg as you send that back leg backward. Nice work. Next up is our lunges. So again, focusing on this supporting leg, putting that weight in that heel and coming up, and then squeezing those inner thighs together as you come up. Don't forget about that core. Tuck that booty under, lengthen those hip flexors. Last one. Good work. 15-second rest, we're gonna do the other side. Try to get deep into this lunge, press through that heel. Good work. Heading to the ground, we are doing our lunges. Coming through plank. Make sure when you extend that arm up, you're really twisting, opening that back up.
Looking back at the good times before it all went down. Climbed right up on the hillside, a different view of my life. You left me running on and on, but I don't care, would you let me in? You said goodbye like everything's gone, everything that we could have been. But I know you're my liability.
Good work. Next up is our down dog with the back leg extension. So again, when you're sending that back leg up, send the supporting heel into the ground so you're really feeling that stretch. And then come right through into a straight line. Bring those knees as close as you can to your chest.
You say that you're sorry. We turn the page and make up. A broken trust got you haunted. The doubt in you was enough to leave me chasing you on and on. But I don't care, I will let you in. You said goodbye like everything's gone, everything that we could have been. But I know you are my liability.
Good work. Next up is our slow push-up into cobra pose and then pushing back to child's pose. And as you're coming through this child's pose, you're rolling through that spine and coming into a perfectly straight plank before you lower down. Don't forget about that hover at the bottom of your push-up.
Oh, what a hopeless case we could be. Yeah. Oh, what a hopeless place that we're in. But I'm your liability. I know you are my liability. Yeah. I know you are my liability.
Good work. Coming down onto your side. So we're doing those side leg kicks. Make sure both of those legs are nice and straight. Keep the core tight and the upper body still.
Hopeless case we could be. Yeah. Oh, what a hopeless place that we're in. But I'm your liability. Wanna move my feet, wanna drink my wine. Wanna move my feet, wanna drink my wine. Wanna move my feet, wanna drink my wine. Wanna move my feet.
and we're gonna switch sides. Make sure you're controlling this working leg as it's coming down, and especially when you kick it forward. Squeeze that core so that everything stays nice and still. Good work. All right, next up is our side lunge. So I'm finding our balance and holding in the center. So come down, really make sure you feel that stretch in that inner thigh. Then hands come up, find your balance. Move through center and hold. Try to keep the upper body nice and straight as you're moving through. Good. All right, coming down on your backs. We are twisting. Even though this one is very simple, I want you to focus on engaging that core the whole time. So even after you come through center here, you can either have your abs engaged or not. So press that lower back into the floor and try to keep it as glued as possible until you can't no more. Good. All right, staying on our backs. Legs are straight, straight, bent, bent, or if you want to increase the stretch, you can keep them straight the whole time, which is what I'm gonna do for this last round. Really burn it out, feel the stretch in those legs. Good work, guys. Last exercise. We are burning it out with a plank and arm reach. Again, if the arm reach is too much, you can just hold plank, but I want you to try and go as long as possible. Just breathe through it. It's only 45 seconds, and then we're done. that is it, guys. Great job. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed this 30-minute stretch and tone workout. If you guys are looking for structured workout programs, make sure to check out the MadFit app. I have workouts that are more Pilates styled like that inside the app, so make sure you go download your 7-day free trial. Link is in the description. If you guys enjoyed this one, give it a thumbs up for me. Leave me your feedback in the comments down below. And if you're new here, make sure that you hit that subscribe button, turn on your post notifications so you don't miss another video from me. And I'll see you guys very soon. Bye.